Jeffrey's Shorts. In these quick episodes of the Selling Podcast that I call Jeffrey's Shorts, I record a quick episode from my car after I've made a sales call or attended a networking event or had some experience that I can share with you. A story and a lesson learned, no editing, just recording and uploading direct to you. In this episode, I wanted to share with you, this morning I was driving to an early morning networking event and I was listening to various sales and marketing podcasts, and I came upon an interesting podcast interview of someone who wrote a book about some type of neuroscience marketing research that he had been doing and neuroscience influences on how people make purchase decisions. This is my kind of thing. I was interested in buying his book until I heard this. Now, I'm going to play a clip of the interview, and I want you to listen carefully. Listen to how he's speaking. I'm not talking about the content of what he's saying, but how he's saying it, the inflection in his voice, the variations in the pitch of his voice. Now, remember, I was going to buy his book until I heard this.
Customer lifetime value. So it's a lot cheaper to wow that customer, have him or her be loyal and be a raving fan and market for me than to pay.
Notice the rising tone at the end of his sentences, and notice the rising tone sometimes in the middle of his sentences. The rising tone of his pitch at the end of his sentence, sometimes mid-sentence. He's making a statement that should sound like a statement, but the rising intonation at the end of his sentences makes his statements sound like a question. So he's making his statements sound like a question. Don't ever end a statement with a rising inflection in your voice that makes your statement sound like a question. Number one, it's annoying. Number two, it's weak. It shows weakness in your presentation. Number three, it's confusing. See, when people speak this way, it's difficult to focus on what they are saying. Our brains are confused. It's a statement, but it's a question. That's confusing. When people speak this way, it's annoying. We can't focus on what they're saying. Our brains are confused. It's a statement, and it's a question, and you can't trust people that talk this way because you're confused. Their speech pattern is confusing, and you can't wait to get away from these people as quickly as possible. See, people don't trust people when they speak a statement as a question. And when people don't trust you, they don't buy from you. Number four, when you speak a statement in the form of a question, you are not so subtly telling other people that you are nervous. When you speak a statement as a question, it shows that you are unsure of yourself. You're unsure of the subject matter that you are discussing. You are unsure of the product or service or idea that you are selling them. And when a client or a prospect perceives that you are unsure of your product or service, when a prospect or a client sees that you are unsure of your presentation, will they buy? Absolutely not. Remember, sales is a transfer of emotion. And the number one emotion that you need to transfer is confidence. If you're not confident in your proposal, I guarantee you your client or prospect, they won't be confident in your proposal either. How could they be? See, if you're not confident, they won't be either. No way. All right, here's a little bit some more of this. Ugh.
pay to acquire a new customer. So every customer, every time, I want to wow them. And by measuring objectively the brain responses to customer service experiences, then
Enough of that. Oh, God. I would never buy a book from this guy. I would never buy anything from this guy. I wouldn't buy a pack of gum from this guy. Imagine a salesperson making you a sales presentation. All right? There's a salesperson, they want to sell you a product, a service, or an idea. They want to sell to you with statements like this. I understand your objections. I understand your concerns. We are the leader in our industry. You'll be pleased with our services. How fast would you end that sales presentation? As soon as possible, of course you would. See, some people, I don't understand this. Some people talk this way all the time. I don't know why. And if any of you who are listening do talk this way all of the time, I'm here to tell you that it's unnecessary, it's ridiculous, and you're driving the rest of us crazy. For the rest of you who speak in a conventional standard manner, so we can all understand what you're saying, the reason why I mention this is to make you aware to never ever speak so that when you're saying a sentence that should be a statement but sounds like a question, when you're making a sales presentation or a proposal, sales proposal, sometimes we get anxious. Sometimes this will creep into our conversations. Why? Because we get anxious. Sometimes we are a little bit unsure of ourselves, and sometimes this will creep into our conversations where we're stating a comment, we're stating a statement that sounds a little bit like a question. Sometimes it creeps into our conversation when we're anxious. Just be aware of it. And if you do slip during your sales presentation and you do make a comment that, due to anxiety, comes out sounding like a question, be sure to repeat the sentence with authority. Make sure your client knows it's a comment, not a question. Now imagine if I said to you, I have 45 years of experience in sales. I have 45 years of experience in marketing. And if you want to learn how to be a successful professional salesperson, you should listen to the Sell-In podcast. No. This is how it's said. I have 45 years of experience in sales and marketing. And if you want to learn how to be a successful professional salesperson, you should listen to the Sell-In podcast. Now get out there and sell.